A message to Australians from an American patriot. Growing up in the United States, I remember having this perception of Australians being some of the most badass motherfuckers ever. And yes, cinema had its place in that. You know, we had the Crocodile Dundee and some other ones. But then I also had the chance to travel to Australia back in 2016. Went to New Zealand and Australia. So went to New Zealand first, and I remember getting off the airplane and they're like, welcome to New Zealand. Don't worry, none of the animals and insects and whatever can kill you. You know, everything's safe. Then flying to Australia, say, welcome to Australia, where everything can kill you, right? Everything's poisonous. I was like, fuck, man, and the temperature and just the terrain, and it's intense. It's intense living. And those that can live in Australia have this certain fucking grit, right? To overcome all kinds of situations. And so that kind of reinforced some of those childhood beliefs. And then here in 2020 and 2021, I gotta tell you, it's been really hard to watch what's happening there, because I think a lot of us expected a different reaction. We see the high levels of tyranny and oppression happening on the citizens across the nation. We see elements of that here, you know, in the United States. But I want you to know that, man, we believe in you to overcome this. We believe in you to stand up. We know you are capable. And something to consider. And, you know, I just going to some Australians that watch this are like, bro, shut the fuck up. We don't care what you think. Like, we're doing what we're doing, us, you do you. I get it, but this ain't for you. This is for the ones that know. To know that what is happening with the nationwide lockdowns, right, the countrywide lockdowns in Australia have gone way too far with the zero COVID rule, which is fucking impossible for a respiratory infection like this. And now what's happening with the quarantine wellness camps, which is basically internment camps. The mass vaccination happening in the stadiums of the children without parents being there. And this, like, when's it going to stop? Because here's the truth, right? You can avoid disease, right? Completely. By living in a bubble, right? By living in a cage like fucking livestock. Is that the life we want? Right? A life without risk of disease, but it's a fucking controlled and manipulated life. None of us fucking want that. So some things in life are worth the risk. Some things are worth the danger, right? Sometimes you like to drive fucking fast because it's fun and exhilarating, and that's part of life. And yes, it carries a certain danger. Some people jump out of airplanes for fun. What's the actual risk of fucking COVID? Small compared to a lot of life dangers that we do every fucking day. So, I'll end this with one, Australians, that if you're feeling the call to rise up, fight back, the time is now. What type of life do you want to live? We are rooting for you here. We believe in you. And I know you believe in us. So let's take the power back. Remember, the governments are supposed to work for us, not the other way around.